What's going on, everyone? This is Sarge, and I'm glad to be back showing you guys some Battlefield 4 beta bolt action gunplay on Domination. For those of you who aren't aware or who are picking up the beta for the first time, it's open to everyone. It just went live Friday to everyone, but for those of you who pre-ordered the deluxe edition or had the premium, we had the chance of playing it since Monday or Tuesday, I believe. Yes, Tuesday. And so I got on the game and just right off the bat, the first weapon of choice was the bolt action. And so I've been playing for just 3 days now, and I've been enjoying the Recon class thoroughly, much more than I guess I can say that I did on Battlefield 3. As far as I came through Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, they tend to have upped the class much more, especially with the gadgets that were added. You'll see me there throwing motion sensor mine. Yes, motion mines are back, and in the beginning of the clip I had C4. The weapon or the kit setup that I'm using here of choice is the bolt action is the CS-LR4, which is a Chinese oriented weapon. It's not specific for the Chinese faction. You can use them on both sides, but the weapon itself was manufactured by the Chinese. Not that information will help any with the gunplay in general. There are two bolt actions though that you can, one that you unlock later, which is the M40A5. Tried them both. To me, they work exactly the same. That's probably one of my pet peeves right now with DICE, is making guns, the damage model exactly the same between weapons. So it doesn't really matter if I'm using M40 or this weapon, the CS-LR4, they're exactly the same. So there's really no difference. And so that's something I'm hoping I will see with the full game, but noticing how Battlefield 3 was, I'm sure that's not going to be the case. As you see me there get those headshots. Headshots are going to be dominant in Battlefield 4. The game, the gunplay itself is, or the damage model is similar to Battlefield 3 when it comes to bolt actions. So you're going to, between a 25-meter range, kill your targets if you hit them in the chest or upwards. So I believe arms or legs don't count, as you saw in that previous clip. That was probably just a miss. But you're going to have to go for those headshots. So the gunplay is still more challenging, or just as challenging as it was in Battlefield 3. But the more rewarding fact is that they added the C4 as a gadget, or motion mines, which are basically little mini UAV mines that you can throw around and help your teammate scout out for people on their minimap. So that was an addition they added to the Bad Company series. They took that out in Battlefield 3. Well, actually, it wasn't in the original Battlefield in general, but they just added it back for the Battlefield 4, and so we're all excited to see that. I'm especially excited about that. C4 allows me to be more aggressive when it comes to vehicle play or vehicle warfare, aka conquest, aka large conquest, or any type of map that requires vehicles. Giving the C4 to the Recon class sort of pushes the Recon to be more aggressive, as opposed to Battlefield 3, which was completely lacking. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited that motion mines are also back. That allows me to, when I'm going in, to scout around my surroundings. There's also a laser designated device that allows you to track vehicles and mark them on, so that engineers can take them out with rockets. So that's also a really good supportive role. That was something that they had similar, something like that in Battlefield 3. But in the case here, it is actually more of a mobile device, so you can use it while you're on the go. So it's much more, it's a better use of that weapon. Here you see all these kinds of people that are in front of me, a group of them, and I just start throwing C4. C4 is very useful in the class. So glad, look at that. You can C4 toss too. They actually brought that back as well. That was something that you could do in Bad Company. And yeah, it's good. I'm really liking the class. I'm really enjoying the gunplay. I hope you guys are enjoying it here. I will say I cannot be as aggressive as Bad Company, if those of you were wondering. In Bad Company, you could just literally go and beast put people up close, and you could take out groups of them at a time. Especially if you had a really good aim, you could really take out a lot of targets. In this case, I find myself losing a lot of those battles that I shouldn't be if I was playing Bad Company, but that's just the case with this class and the way they designed the class. So that's something that you just have to get used to, so I don't rely heavily on my primary like I did in Bad Company. That's where the secondary comes into place, or in any other case you can use the gadgets that are available to you. So yes, So CSLR4, that's my primary. My secondary there is the M9. And then my gadgets are the C4 or motion mines. And in a setting like this, like Domination, that's what I would usually use. I don't see why you would pick laser designated device over motion mines, since there's no use for it here, since there's no vehicles. But yeah, I think that's the only setup that I have so far. You do unlock the M40 later. You see me running with no scope here. That's something that you unlock with battle packs. Battle packs are part of the sort of unlock series in the game. As you progress, you start unlocking these packs that unlock certain attachments and devices for your weapons. So you get that later, or you get the option to use your iron sight later. When you start the game, you'll actually have a 6x scope with this weapon. And then later you unlock the M40, which has automatic the iron sight. And then you have an 8x scope that you can unlock later. I also have a semi-automatic sniper rifle that you get later in the game as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this game. I guess we were a little overkill on this team. We were very capture central, which is my type of play style. I like to go for those capping flags and play the objective. That's just the way I play. As you see the guy on the top left there accusing me of cheating. I'm not exactly sure why that is. Yeah, I want to thank you guys for hanging around, actually. I know I've been gone for a very long time. And I apologize to those who were probably hurt by that, because I never actually made a video announcing that I was going to be gone. It's just something that I had to do as far as like a personal concern. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Really, I'm going to put some more videos. Until then, my name is Sgt.Enigma. I'm out later.